You fucking what? You what? You fucking what?
I know you miss me.
Give me some moves, Agility!
Listen to this. This is what's crazy, right? I sat down and tried to watch My Hero Academia for the first time. I had to ask myself a question. Do I have the time to invest in an anime that I know absolutely nothing about? You must be mad. So that had me thinking. The days of sitting around being able to binge 600 episodes is done for me. And then that had me thinking again and again. Wait a second. Watch an anime, only the first episode, and then pretty much make my own assumptions on how the whole series is based on that one episode. How does that sound?
You can't do that. You ain't gonna be able to, just create your connection. You're gonna miss out on the story arc.
So, introducing you to a new concept, which I would like to call Episode 1. And based on that, I'm gonna form my own opinions on how good I think the show might be.
You're gonna miss out on the story arc.
So, without further ado, I bring to you Episode 1. From the first literal 60 seconds of this show, I was already hooked. A little bit of build up, just enough to have me like, I want to see more. You could say that's a little bit easy, I'm going easy on it, but no, you can see the main character, whose name is Yuri, who's possibly accompanied by 2 other individuals who possibly make a team of 3. And when it comes to the actual song itself, it's quite catchy. And I really enjoyed the intro. It was up-tempo, upbeat, informative, definitely plus marks. So the main episode itself opens up with Yuri not able to reach any of her family, but luckily she's able to get in touch with her brother Rika. Oof, that was fast. All we're able to determine from what she says is that she was at school and the next minute she woke up and now she's in this place. Now from the conversation with her brother, you're able to know that he's already familiar with the surroundings. He knows exactly what's going on. So he's able to fill her in and us in within the first literally few minutes about how this world works. So, few things to understand. Number 1, you're on the roofs and you can't use the staircases.
All the stairs going down are blocked. We can't get to the ground.
Number 2, if you think you're smart.
For some reason, there aren't any elevators either.
And number 3, you're on the roofs, they're all interconnected, and that's how you're gonna get around. So at this point, we're pretty much filled in. Next thing you know, you hear a scream and there's a woman being walked down by a guy with a baseball bat. No, it's not him. I mean, he's wearing, you guessed it, a mask. A mask. Mask? Mask. Mask? Mask. North-South divide. If you know, you know. Now, funny enough, we found out the people that wear the masks are referred to as so original masks. Now, what we find out is the purpose of the people who are wearing the masks, if they're chasing you down as a normal person not wearing a mask, is to and by that, it pretty much means, your best Jeff Hardy impression. After Yuri has witnessed this incident take place, she's then about to come into an incident of her own. And at this point, I ain't even gonna lie, they started playing this strongest will type theme in the background where I said, this girl is about to take guy on with a mask. You know what she did? 99 pace. Said, see you later. I mean, she didn't get very far. I mean, she tried, but that 99 pace, listen, baby girl. You think I'm gonna stand around and take on guy who's got a sword? You must be mad. Listen, I would have done the same thing. The guy with the mask eventually catches up to her, and luckily, she's saved by.
So, are you injured, miss?
And I mean, in this moment, at this time, I was so happy, so proud to see the police. Listen here, let me tell you something about myself. There is a reason why I do not stand next to the edge of cliffs or buildings anywhere. You wanna know why? Because you can't trust anybody standing behind you, They will just... By then, you're already falling, it's done, you're finished.
Fatality.
I mean, so at this point now, the show gets a little bit,
guess now I get to be alone up here with a high school girl. Talk about having a lucky day!
Pesty? I mean, like hella pesty. I mean, the word is not even pesty, because when you're pesting is not quite the same as what that policeman was doing, I mean, to get along with the... Jeez! I mean, let's just... you know what, let's just cut, let's just... I mean, long story less long, he gets shot in the head. I'm talking, wow! You wanna be out here pesting? Doing rubbish? Wow! So at this point, there is another guy in a mask on an adjacent roof somewhere to help her out. And to be fair, everybody's gonna think it's her brother. But technically, that's not actually said, so who knows? I mean, I know the show's an 18, but up until this point, I was like, yo, this is how they be getting down in animes now, because boy. So the guy in the mask is able to take out the policeman or pretty much severely injure him. At this point, Yuri is able to see that this world is pretty much every person for themselves. If someone with a mask is coming for you and you're not looking to finish yourself off, then they're pretty much gonna finish you off anyway. Why do I keep saying finishing people off? Finishing off. Wanna finish you off, wanna finish you off, gonna finish them, finish. So Yuri is saved, she's able to escape, and as the episode goes on, you're able to see that she's able to build a bit of confidence within herself. You're able to see that baby girl's getting that confidence. She's getting that strength, that inner strength. She's saying, yeah, it's all about me, it's not about anybody else. If I take anybody else on, it's time for war. But at this point, you think Yuri's gonna get a break, right? You must be mad. She then gotta take on another mask. How many mask ones do you need? So first she had the guy with a sword. Then she gotta take on the police. Now she gotta take on a maid who's also wearing a mask. As she's now taking on the maid, she's able to acquire herself a handgun. Is a jazzy one. Not even a Desert Eagle or nothing. They be giving her one of them, you know, one of them revolver ones. One of them take out the bullets, Russian roulette rubbish. So Yuri is able to fool the masked maid enough to make her believe that she's jumped off the roof. At this point, she's able to point the gun at her, take a shot, but obviously she's not a professional, and she's able to crack the mask a bit. But what this does at this point is it allows us to understand that there's now another layer to this world. They're actually conscious, and they're seeming to be controlled in some way, shape, or form. The masked maid is then ordered by whoever's in control for herself to... And while she's crossing another bridge, out of nowhere you see an extraction helicopter. I mean, the only difference is this helicopter apparently only takes one person, not four. So it's more or less pretty much a battle royale type thing. Ain't nobody friends. I mean, but the policemen were a pair, so, but one killed the other. Yeah, you can't trust anybody. Now as she gets into the last building before the episode ends, she's able to hear about a bit of a ruckus going on.
I have an elderly mother and even more an elderly dog. They're waiting for me back home.
As if that's gonna save his life. Or so it seems, because at this point that's when we roll credits. The credits themselves in the show, it somehow focuses on the masked sniper and another character and their friendship which they probably had when they were younger, somehow being shattered. But you wouldn't know anything about that because I know you don't be watching no credits anyway. Who the hell does that? So what did I think of High Rise Invasion? Now honestly, based off the first episode alone, I would have to say I really enjoyed that. High Rise Invasion, it's definitely one for me. I was intrigued to find out what this show is about. I am loving the premise itself. On the ruse, no way down, battle royale, masks, non-masks, grab what you can, take on who you can, everybody war thing, yeah. All in all, High Rise Invasion definitely gets a good mark from me. Guys, let me know in the comments below, have you managed to see episode 1 of High Rise Invasion? What were your thoughts? What did you think? What episode would you like me to possibly watch next? You know what to do, and until next time, peace.